Good morning, everybody. It is April 6th, 2023, Thursday. It is 2:15 in the morning. Okay. Okay. This is a poem from the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales. I think it's a poem anyway. Wayne that April with his shower's suit, the draught of March hath pierced to the root, and bathed every vine in switch liquor, of which virtue engendered is the flower. Oh, and there's words next to each paragraph. Its sweet draught, such moisture from strength flower. Okay. Wayne Zesphrius eke, with his sweet breath, inspired hath in every holt and heath. The tendra crops and the young sown, hath in the ram has his half cores rown, and smell fallis making melody, that slippin' out the night with open ee. So pricketh him nature in her courage. There's also grove, meadow, run, I them desires hearts. Then longeth folk to goon on pilgrimages, and polymeres for to seeken stratus, to fern hollis coeth in sundry landes. Go strands, shores, foreign altars known. 5 zebras, the west wind, 7 young son. The sun is halfway through Aries, the sign of the ram, the first sign of the zodiacal year. 13 polymerous pilgrims, especially those who had been in Palestine, where palms are found and were used to identify Christian pilgrims. Okay. Let's see. And especially from every shire's end of England to Canterbury they wend, the holy blissful martyr for to seek, that him hath holpen when Wayne that they were seek, helped sick. Befell that in the season on a day, in Southwark as the tabard as I lay, ready to wend in on my pilgrimage to Canterbury with full devout courage, very. At night was come into the hostelry, well 29 in a campaign of sundry folk by adventure fall chance, in fellowship and pilgrims were thy ale, that toward Canterbury wouldn't ride. The chambers and the stables were wide, and well we weren issued at best, eased, accommodated. And surely when the sun was to rest, so hadl I spoken with him, ever shone, that I was of her fellowship anon, and made forward early for to rise, to take our way there as I yow devise. But natheless, while I have time and space, ere that I further in this tale pace. My thinketh it accordant to reason, to tell you all the codition of each of him, so as it seemed me, and which they were in, of what degree, and eke in what array that they were in. And at a night that will I first begin. A knight there was, and that a worthy man, that fro the time that he first began to ridden out, he loved chivalry, truth and honor, freedom and courtesy. Full worthy was he in his lord's wear, and thereto hath he ridden no man fair, as well in Christendom as the Hethnesy, and ever honoured for his worthinessy. At Alessandra he was Wayne, it was one. Integrity, openness of spirit, war further heathen dominions. 17. Martyr St. Thomas a Becket, assassinated in Canterbury Cathedral in 1170. 20. The Southwark on the south bank of the Thames, at that time outside London, the site of the Tabard Inn. 33. Made forward, made plans. 51. Alexandria. The knight had fought against the Muslims in the Near East, or Moslems, that's kind of, I want it, against the northern heathen in Prussia, Lithuania, and Russia, and against the Moors in North Africa and Spain. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's all. That's part one. This poem is really long. Okay, so that's part one of from the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales.